This is a video of, if you look down there in the distance, hone in on it, that's El Primero. And then if you just look out the main quay, you can see the Kirkland, MV Kirkland. That's the ferry with that big pilot house and smokestack up top, just on the other side of that sailboat mast with the blue cover, blue sail cover. And then if we go, I'm just showing you how close these all are together. We're going past the Comanche, 143-foot Army tug, 600-ton steel tug, oldest operable Army tug in existence. And we're going to walk past the Eventide here, Mike's old boat, and past the DuPont Fortune blue boat, expedition class, steel I believe, modern, extremely seaworthy. And here we have El Primero, excuse me, Northwind. And she also, like El Primero, has get-home masts, and this is, we like to refer to her as the Queen's boat because of Queen Liz having dined on her in Malta, España, Spain, before she was the Queen, when she was Princess Liz. And the domain of Sir Winston Churchill, evacuated troops from Dunkirk during World War II, was the coffee clutch vessel, presumably, of Sir Winston and his cronies while prosecuting the war, World War II. And then he painted a bunch of his paintings on the fantail of this. That would be this right here, after the war. There's a seabird up there hanging out on the aft two of the get-home masts, one on the foremast and one on the aft mast. How about that? And covered fantail. This is the fantail. When you have a sculpted, sexy rear end like that, that's called a fantail. It's got teak seats and teak dining and teak chairs and solid oak and mahogany, and there's a great big stack up there with a great big air intake for the engine room, big pilot house, radar. Those bendy things are for shorecraft, for lifeboats, both sides with their block and tackle. And I just wanted you to see how close these three amazing prospective Elmas for the tribe are to each other. And you can see how substantive that bow on the Northwind is. It's formidable. This is already circumnavigated at least once around the world for, presumably, this came out decades after they sent it on a goodwill tour, a major intelligence gathering mission, especially in the Eastern Hemisphere in the run-up to the Korean War. For, I guess it was MI5 at the time, British Naval Intelligence. And there's portholes, and it's just a 130-foot riveted steel. It's done duty for the state of Alaska in the Exxon Valdez cleanup. I heard it did three separate circumnavigations of Kodiak Island during that scientific expedition where they were testing water and checking to see how well they were doing it with the cleanup. And a whole lot of both hemispheres of world history in this little gal. And she will pull a very, very heavy load as a major headquarters vessel on the Puget Sound. Probably spend quite some time on the Puget Sound, headed for Inside Passage, headed for Vancouver, maybe putt down the Pacific Ocean to the Columbia River across the bar and go up and see people in Portland. But she'll probably stay in the Northwest. She's been here since 1983. And that is MY or MV Northwind.